So Robert John May III, also known as RJ, was born on October 18, 1986. He's an American former politician and member of the Republican Party. He was born in Newport, New Virginia, and later became active in South Carolina politics. RJ earned a bachelor's degree from the University of South Carolina, but he later completed a master's in arts in security and diplomacy from Tel Aviv University in Israel. Before holding elected office, RJ worked in political organizing and consulting. He served as executive director of the South Carolina Club for Growth and participated in Catherine Templeton's 2018 campaign. He also founded a political consulting firm called Ivory Tusk Consulting. In May 2020, RJ ran for the South Carolina House of Representatives in District 88 after the Republican McLean Toole retired. After advancing through the Republican primary and runoff, RJ won the seat and began serving in the state house. During his time in office, RJ became involved with the South Carolina Freedom Caucus and served as a vice chairman. He also sat on the House Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Environmental Affairs Committee. RJ publicly spoke on social issues, including transgender-related legislation, stating that lawmakers had obligations to ensure that children have no harm done to them. In his personal life, RJ was married to a woman named Beth. They got married in 2016 but later divorced in 2026. Together they had 2 children. In 2024, RJ was re-elected to his House seat. However, his political career ended after a federal investigation linked him to child sexual abuse material distributed online. In June 2025, RJ was indicted on 10 federal charges involving the possession and distribution of child sexual abuse material. He was arrested, arraigned, and held without bail. Following his arrest, the Speaker of the South Carolina House suspended him. RJ resigned from office in 2025. In September 2025, he pleaded guilty to 5 counts of distributing child sexual abuse material involving children. Prosecutors agreed to drop the remaining charges.
What RJ May's public record versus his private conduct showed is that he is the ultimate hypocrite.
Once a rising star in Republican politics in South Carolina, now former state representative RJ May, shackled, is off to federal prison, sentenced to 17.5 years for child sex crimes. May, who represented parts of Lexington County, pleaded guilty in September to sharing explicit videos of minors online.
He was elected to make a difference in our community, sworn to uphold the laws in our land. Instead, he represents the worst of us.
The government describing how just over a span of days, he distributed hundreds of child sexual abuse videos across 18 states, 6 countries, and 3 continents. He was a, quote, hub of child pornography, prosecutors said.
41,000 voters counted on him to represent them and their values in the State House. What he did with that is he exploited and abused children.
Prosecutors say May of all people should have known better, as he took votes claiming to protect the most vulnerable.
We as legislators have an obligation to ensure that our children have no harm done to them.
Judge Cam Curry's sentence was slightly less than the maximum 20 years sought by federal prosecutors, but a great deal more than the 5 years May requested.
This investigation clearly underscores that no one is above the law. We don't care if you're a lawmaker, a judge, police chief, firefighter. If you exploit children, we're going to prosecute you in federal court.
In January 2026, a federal judge sentenced RJ to more than 17 years in prison, a total of 21 months that is. He was also ordered to register it as a sex offender and pay over $58,500 in restitution to the victims. He was also asked to serve 20 years of supervised release after completing his prison term. This is basically all the information that I found that was available online. And right now he's just in prison, serving his federal sentence.